couple key takeaways from today include Stephen Flynn mentioning to the group as a part of his remarks that resilience is inherently in our country's DNA. It's something that as a country we have, and it's a matter of what are we doing to make sure that those qualities come out and aren't limited in any way. A couple other key things that resonated. We talked a lot about a scorecard as a way for communities to know how they're doing in the area of resilience. And the last discussion we were in, we really settled on that scorecard may not be the right word. It might be something more like a stress test, whether it's something that an individual goes through on a treadmill or a bank goes through. But a stress test that a community really identifies what are their key stressors, identifies ways to mitigate those stressors, develops a plan for how they're going to implement that, and then revisits that to find out how they're doing. So my thinking evolved over the day from a scorecard to something that's more about the stress tests, and every community has a little bit different stressors, set of stressors, and what can they do to eliminate those. One of the analogies that came out throughout the day is the idea of immune system. We all individually have our own immune systems, and thinking about communities' resilience and ability to resist disasters is much the same way. So the pre-existing health of a community, how they're doing before a disaster even strikes, is closely connected to how that community bounces back and how quickly and how able they are to resist further damage. Great. So one of the really important parts of the report focuses on community coalitions and how networks in a community, including faith-based, non-governmental organizations. My own organization is a network of food banks in the U.S., and how these infrastructures in a community are critical for defining how that community is going to bounce back after a disaster. So that's one of the things I think the report did a really great job of highlighting, is that community coalitions are key to resilience.